What's going on, everybody? Atomic here, bringing you back to my tutorial land. So I'm bringing y'all here because my OBS messed up on my survival world and I had no audio for the entire video. But this was one of the things that I built on my survival world, which is a fully automatic wool farm. So it shears the sheeps and it comes in here and it's all nice. So what's going on in here? We have a minecart with a hopper in it. We have this little redstone contraption of a clock right here. And when it detects that there's something in this hopper minecart, it's going to stop on that hopper and drop everything out, and then it'll release it again for it to go. So once it does that, everything comes right here. So for this scale, this is a 6 sheep scale. Okay, this can be added on to, and this is only for Java that I know of. For this scale right here, I have exact numbers. I know you see the sign right here, but this is if you want 9 shears in every single one. You don't need that. You only have to have 1 in each one, but we're gonna go for the 9 just to kind of flex a little bit. So what you will need for this build is 1 comparator, 1 repeater, 3 normal rails, 12 powered rails, 2 chests, 26 glass. You'll need dirt. I'm hoping that you'll build this on grass, but if not, you need grass blocks. You'll need 2 stone. Now this can be any solid block. Solid block meaning something that it cannot go through, like slabs, glass, anything like that. You want something solid, so you can use black stone, you can use stone, anything like that. Next, you're gonna want 6 observers, 2 hoppers, 1 minecart with hopper. You will need a few things of building blocks. These are not exact numbers because most people will build this directly on the ground, and I'm building it on a giant melon. You'll need 6 dispensers, 3 redstone torches, at least 6 shears, but we're going for the 54. You'll need 6 sheep and 6 redstone dust. Now, if you want to color them, go ahead and get your dyes out. That way you can get it in there and dye them, make it easier to do it now. So I'm going to grab the rest of this and I'm going to get to our building location. All right, so when you find your location, what you're going to want to do is go ahead and grab your dispenser. Now you can either start towards a back area or a front area. Either way, it does not matter as long as you follow the zigzag pattern. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to start off by placing, I'm going to go up a little bit. We're going to place 1 right here, and then we're going to come back here, and then we're going to make our zigzag just like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So as long as you have this zigzag shape, it doesn't matter which way, you're completely fine. So once you place out your dispensers, you're going to grab your observer. You want to go in behind your build, okay? Directly in behind your dispenser, you're going to dig down 1 and then forward 1, like that, okay? You're going to shift as much as you can to kind of crouch and take your observer and put it directly underneath your dispenser. If you placed it right, you should see this little red eye right there. So you want to do that to every single one of these. Dig down 1 and then forward 1 directly underneath the dispenser. We see the eye, we're good. Down 1, forward 1, and continue that until you make it to your very last one. Once you finish that up, it should look like that. You have all of your dispensers, then your observers right underneath it. Next, what you're going to want to do is go ahead and fill all of this back in like this. That way we don't see the observers at all. Next, you want to go ahead and grab your redstone dust. Once you grab your redstone dust, come to the back of the dispenser and place your redstone in behind every single one, just like this. Not too hard at all. Very easy right there. And that's pretty much the main redstone contraption right here, except for underneath. Underneath is pretty easy too. All right, once you get everything looking like this, you're going to come to either side and try to skip like 1 or 2 blocks. Once you get to an area you can dig, you want to dig down 2 blocks. So 1, then 2. Once you're down 2 blocks, you want to make a small little hallway. You want to typically go about 1, 2, 3, about 3 to 4 wide. You want to get in here, and I want to show y'all this. You want to look at the bottom of your observers right here. However, if you notice, you can't see these observers. That's because if you look up here, every single one of these slots is going to hold. So this is going to hold a sheep, that's going to hold a sheep. So everywhere that the dispenser is looking at is going to hold a sheep. I put it to where it's on the front of these dispensers and observers, so I don't have to worry about anything. What we're going to go ahead and do now is we want to take our building blocks. Now right here, I would suggest y'all not use melons, but an actual building block. You want to go ahead and build you a 2 long and take this all the way down to about right here. So if you look at it, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll go ahead and go 8 for right now. So a 2 by 8 underneath here. Next, you want to go ahead and at the very end one, go ahead and dig it up. So now you have a 2 by 7 because you built it up to right here. We want to go ahead and place our chest. We're going to go directly in front of here, and we're going to place our chest right here. After that, you want to go ahead and take your hopper and go to the observers and dispensers and everything. Put your hopper on that side. It just makes everything a little bit easier. And place your hopper directly into your chest. Now make sure you have the proper angle like that. You want to go ahead and take your other hopper and take it into the back of that hopper, just like that. Next, you're going to go ahead and take that solid building block that I was telling you, make sure that you get, and put that directly over top of this end hopper. What that's going to do is it's going to stop the rail from being able to go through, but it's still going to allow the chest to open. Okay, now you don't need these 2 blocks right here at all, so you can go ahead and take those and basically put a block right here. So here's your hoppers right here. You can stop this side of the rail just like that, but we're going to leave this off right now. Next, you're going to go ahead and grab all of your rails. On this hopper right here, you're going to place 1 powered rail, just like that. Then you want to take a non-powered rail back to a powered rail. Then you want to take a powered rail all the way down, but do not put it on this last block. On this last block, you want to go ahead and put a normal rail, then a normal rail, and then another powered rail. And then take your powered rail and go all the way down with it, just like that. Now we're going to put that block there like we were talking about. So next, what we're going to go ahead and do is off of this hopper right here, which is the one that's going directly into the chest, we're going to grab our comparator, our repeater, 1 redstone torch, and some building blocks. So what you're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and take out this chest right here, but we're going to put it back. You're going to go to this hopper like I was saying, take your comparator and look the opposite direction and place your comparator down. Now your comparator should have an arrow facing away from your hopper. Next, in front of your comparator, you're going to place a solid block like that. Then you're going to add a redstone torch on the front of this block right here. So you have comparator, block, redstone torch. On top of this redstone torch, you're going to place another one of your building blocks right there. Then facing back towards the hopper, you're going to take your repeater and face your repeater towards your hopper. If you look careful enough, it'll have an arrow facing that way. So it should look like this right now. Next, on top of your comparator, you want to shift click this one, because if not, you'll click buttons that you don't want to click. You want to shift click, and you can do it just like that, or you can click it right up there. But you want a block directly over that comparator. Now it should look something like this. You have a hopper going into a comparator, to a solid block, to a redstone torch, to another solid block, to a repeater facing back towards the hopper, to another solid block. And that's all of the redstone right there. All right, so once you finish up this little clock looking like thing, you want to come over here to where this chest was, which I need to put the chest back on. Oop, that's not a chest. So now we have the chest there. Now we want to power this rail right here. The easiest way to power it is just to put redstone torch. Now you notice how that just did that. I'll show you how to fix that issue, which is completely normal. Alright, so you want to go ahead and grab your rail again, and now that's connected. And then just like this, and everything's fixed again. So now we want to go ahead and power the rest of these rails before we put our minecart hopper on. So you can come to about the middle area right here and go ahead and dig in 2, just like that. So you dig down 1 block and then go in 2, and then redstone torch, redstone torch. Now you should have full power. Now we can take our minecart with the hopper and place it directly on this hopper, and it should go by itself. Just like that. Now we want to make sure that it's working properly, so I'll kind of show you all that. So I'm going to take these melons and I'm just going to spam them all over this. Okay, we see them getting picked up. Oop, they're not going to be able to get picked up there. All right, so we had 64. Once it does that, then you should be able to go in here and everything should work how it's supposed to. Next, what you're going to want to do is come back up to the top. All right, so we're done down there. We have no more things to do. What we're going to go ahead and do is grab some of our building materials and some of our glass. What you're going to want to do is take your glass and put it 1 block in front of every single dispenser. So don't put it on the grass directly in front of it. You want that space in between. So we're going to go ahead and do it just like this. Over here, you're going to go ahead and place a piece of glass there and then a piece of glass here. Now the reason we're using glass is because grass can grow underneath glass. That was really hard to say. Next, you're going to go ahead and place your building blocks directly on top of your dispensers, just like that. Now we're going to go ahead and take this up 1 more higher so we can kind of make it a decent looking build. All right, once you get your building blocks on there, now you can get your sheep in there 1 at a time, but I would suggest building up like 1 side and then bringing them in. After you get all of your sheep in there, your glass, something like that. All right, so my sheep are now in here. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and change some of the colors of our sheep just to make them look kind of cool. All right, so we have our sheep all dyed up now. Next and final step is getting your shears. Notice how they're not getting sheared when they eat grass. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is go to the back right here and go ahead and add your shears in the dispenser. Now, like I said, you can use 1 shear in each one of these and it'll work just fine, but your shears will break. All right, so let me go ahead and fill these dispensers up with some shears and we'll show everything working. All right, so now everything is in there. Now one of these should eat any time now. And just like that, they're picked up and they're going in here now. So here is what it looks like with the collection system on the opposite side, just like this. Now you can go off this hopper right here. You know how we went on the very front hopper right here? Well, this one, I built it off the back hopper. Either hopper is fine, but this hopper right here does work just a little bit better. It tends not to have any lag inside there, but either way is fine. So guys, that is a automatic wool farm. If y'all like this video, be sure to hit the thumbs up button. If you're new, consider subscribing. If you have any questions about this, don't hesitate to ask down in the comments and I will try to answer them as soon as possible. Until next time guys, I will see y'all later.